Tonight on a very special episode of One More Match.
Hello, and welcome back to One More Match. Breeders, old breeders, new breeders, etc. etc. We've been here before. We've said it nearly 69 times now. Nearly, not quite there yet, but we are cooking. We are getting there. And now we are discussing the show after December to Dismember, the show where notoriously Paul Heyman was sent home. Big Show, it's his last match till No Way Out 2008.
No, he comes back at No Way Out 2008. I don't think his first match is until WrestleMania 24. I don't think. He might have had a Raw.
But yeah, and this is his final match till then. He's been beaten up so badly by Bobby Lashley that he will no longer appear. Will he ever appear on ECW again?
I did not research that, so I don't know.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it. But yeah.
Sorry, I think it's unless they fucking do Battle of the Giants number 65 on ECW. You know, because I know they do one in Halloween 2007. Actually, hold on. You keep talking there. I forgot to put my outfit on.
Lovely. You have an outfit for this?
Yeah, because it's Christmas.
All right, sound. Yeah, so the match card is as followed. This is WECW. I believe it's number 26. We are on to the post-show of WWE December to Dismember, where obviously Paul Heyman was now blamed for all of the misdoings of Vince, let's be fucking honest, and now it's time for them to try get out of the post-show stink. But the main issue is first match is CM Punk and RVD versus Hardcore Holly and Test, a match that basically happened in the Elimination Chamber. Then we have the rematch of Tommy Dreamer versus Daivari. Then we have Kelly versus Ariel. And finally, we have Bobby Lashley defending his world title against the Big Show. So that's the rundown of the show. I've already mentioned the fact that this show is where Paul Heyman was just booted and blamed for literally everything. So if you want to add anything to that.
Hold on, just very quickly. There we go. You know, it's Christmas. Gotta be in the Christmas spirit in July when we're recording this. This isn't until August, I believe. So, or a few more months till Christmas. Also, just a side note, you might have noticed a bit of a few changes. We finally, and I say we, I mainly meant Ash. Look, I do the videos, and you do a bit of the editing for me. He went, what do you mean editing? I went, can you just fix the... Because we've had Ferg in the title for the past year, and... Well, not year, and I was just too lazy to change it, so I was like, Ash, can you please change it? And then he changed it, so yeah, you might notice now that no longer when you boot up the channel...
All the titles are consistent.
Yeah, and when you boot up the channel now, it does not say, hello, we're Pigs and Fargs. It now says, things are about to change, which is obviously one more match. Because now you have us, Daddy Farg is gone, and you're replaced with Ash. The stricter,
exactly.
The looser dad who allows you to stay up past your bedtime and eat ice cream. But about Paul Heyman being sent home, this is a fucking funny segment to me, because they do a WWE.com exclusive where basically they upload it to WWE.com.
Paul Heyman's crying his eyes out.
It's the modern equivalent is when he was in the Bloodline, or in Roman Reigns' Bloodline, and like you'd see him in a segment and he'd be pissing, crying because Solo wouldn't do what he's told. Like, Solo, I can't, stop beating up Randy Orton. And then Jacob Fatu would come out and be like, oh fuck, you cunt, fuck you. Then he obviously got kicked out of the Bloodline, Solo's Bloodline. Which also, did you know for that storyline he make himself look more like Red Eye and Shot? He actually cancelled like sleeping. He stopped sleeping. He actually became sleep deprived for the storyline.
I mean, you're telling me they couldn't have just gotten a makeup artist to just put red around his eyes?
Well, Sean Ross Sapp has said, and he's a reliable source.
Yeah, great.
But if that
love of the game, I get it. It's cool, but also you could have literally just done it another way. Like, you just went, hey, makeup artist, make it look like I've not slept for 3 days. It's got it.
Yeah, it
But
could be
but
A or other, but it is. You have to admit, it is a cool attention to detail because it's something you don't really see. Like obviously on this show, we see something that's been done away with in modern wrestling. It does appear in some ways, and it's the fact that like the wrestlers have war wounds on them. Like you see, half the
yeah,
wrestlers are all taped up, and I'm like, that's a great attention to detail. Because usually, if you see an elimination chamber match now, like on Raw, they'll come out like they've done nothing. But I know Ash's gonna make the cheap joke that's right there. Because the new elimination chamber is not safe. Hey. But like, do you think they'd actually come out, do a bit of damage? Like, I'm not saying fucking whole face.
yeah.
Cover.
All you gotta do is just tape somewhere up. Like
Yeah, and just
that's all you gotta do. Just have some tape on you. Sell that you're injured. Not do the. It's like how all the entrances must be the exact same, like second to second. You can't act hurt. You have to do the entrance perfectly each time, even if you are supposedly been hurt. Like it's one of those attention to details that doesn't necessarily get.
it's a lot.
It's too much of a nuisance to do.
I mean, I just hope it comes back because I like that. Like, I think one of my favorite, and I love the review of this SmackDown episode. I think it's either the week after Stone Cold gets a snake to bite Triple H, and you've probably seen this clip where they fucking obviously didn't actually get bitten by a real snake. They actually had like his whole face turned purple, and he comes
Yeah.
out, and the fans are like, "You are an asshole," and he goes, "Oh, I appreciate your support, lads. Thank you. I'll no longer be here. I'll miss those chants." Oh, I miss that aspect where they actually looked like they've been beaten and hurt. I know it's a silly thing because it's a small detail, but a small detail can go a long way. It's just bring it back. Like like if I seen wrestlers busted open, I don't want them coming out on Raw next day going, "Hello, how are you? I'm fine. Anyways, buy my T-shirt." And it's like, oh.
Yeah, I fair enough, mate. I somewhat agree. And yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so Paul Heyman does a promo saying, "Oh, big show, the best ECW champion, the best giant in history will defend the belt." Oh no, he will. His rematch clause has been activated, so he will now challenge Bobby Lashley for his belt and get it back for ECW. But this is likely Paul's last appearance on the show, considering all the stuff suggests that he was fucking walked out. He was escorted home, essentially. You leave now. Like liver shot from Vince on the way out. Like down you go.
It of the it's a fairly petty thing to do, but it is been. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I know the term hasn't been invented yet, but I'm surprised he didn't Benoit him, where they completely have no mention of him. They don't acknowledge Paul Heyman. They completely forget he existed. I know they eventually do Benoit him, where they don't mention him at all.
See, the main issue we use in that term is I thought you said murder him.
No,
Which, not really the best term to Benoit someone. Fucking maybe pick your terms a little bit better. Fucking.
Although I do.
He didn't kill him. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, but that is the term, isn't it? Like the Benoit one is to like erase them from history. I never mentioned them.
Yeah, but it's got room for interpretation, so.
I do, even though when I do get when my father winds me up, I do say, "Do you ever want a Benoit one?"
So it still sounds like murder.
But that one does sound like murder because I'm directly saying, "Did you ever want a Benoit one?"
Exactly.
But he's not on ECW yet. He's not an extremist just yet. Hasn't happened till April or May.
You got anything else going on? What's happening? Where are we going with this?
About Heyman, but like it's very interesting how like they just quickly wrote him out, but like they still are continuing the storyline.
They still made him do the promo.
Do you reckon that was legitimate tears? He was crying. Like, do you reckon?
I mean, I'm sure Paul kind of wanted it to be like. Obviously, he stuck to the script, but you could kind of tell that it was him just fully giving up.
Exactly.
Like he could just be like, "Oh, the blood in my tie." Yeah, all right. It's just this is a failure. I can't do this anymore. That's how I read it, at least.
Yeah, and then he's quickly gone, and I don't think they get a general manager for ECW. I think it's just technically Vince, like the old days. It's just
They get Tiffany for a while.
but that's in the late. That's in like later years.
That's like 2008, 2009 ish. Yeah.
I mean,
Uh.
I know. I think Vince does become like the technical chairman of ECW again.
Hmm.
Because obviously there's that famous gif of him on the rocking chair when he's ECW champion, looking down at his competitors, sitting on the rocking chair, rocking back and forward.
Fuck's sake. But yeah, so the first match is basically a rematch. It is CM Punk and RVD taking on Hardcore Holly and Test. Now, before the match, they say, what Rob goes, what happened to Sabu is a load of crap. This one's for you, buddy. And they point to the sky. Now, obviously, like Piggy saying, I did Vince Benoit Heyman, which sounds like he murdered him. The way they do this, because obviously that Sabu's torn is the point, pointing up to the sky, it makes it seem like he's dead. Like, it's like, yeah, this one's for you, buddy. He's not dead. He's just injured, for fuck's sake. Like,
What makes it
what are you saying that for?
What makes it worse is they both look up at the sky. So it literally
Exactly.
looks like going, for you, buddy.
Like,
he got murdered.
he's not dead. He's not fucking dead, is he? He's still alive. He's just not here. Or is he?
No.
Um.
But yeah, I love the promo because it's just like, yeah, buddy, it's so sad what happened to Sabu, and I'm like, he's injured. Stop doing the own hard fights. He's injured. He's not dead. I don't know if that would be considered the own hard fight, but the fights they put on for like
serious moments, yeah.
Yeah, it's like so last week on ECW, I just wanted to address the allegations. Yes, I did rob CM Punk's muffin, but something serious happened there. He punted my dog.
But yeah,
buy my t-shirt.
But yeah, and this match it goes to a head. Punk, it's about 3 minutes 53. Punk gets Hardcore Holly in the Anaconda device. He's about to tap out, but Heyman's guards run on in and smack him until Sabu comes on out with a chair, evens the odds, and then Punk makes the henchman tap out to the Anaconda device. RVD hits him with a frog splash, and Sabu hits him with the Arabian facebuster. And they all celebrate. And Punk was on the top rope like he was going to hit an elbow drop, but the music hit, so he just went, all right, cheers, guys. Nailed it, great one. Yeah, see ya. He's just sat on there for a while and looks awkward. But yeah, once again, ECW match has to end in DQ because we can't have Bob Holly eat a defeat to CM Punk of all people. Like, fuck that.
I mean, it is literally Vince like going to Heyman. Yeah, I'm playing with your toys now, so this is how I book things. Fuck you. Well, I know he's been booking it for the past roughly 6 months at this time, but he now owns the toys, if that makes sense. He now owns them, so he can do what he wants with them. And likely what he's going to do with them is bury them because he didn't want to create them as stars. Basically, imagine what he did to when all the WCW lads came in. You're being buried, and then when you're buried, we're going to push you, but you're never going to reach the top. You know why? I didn't create you, so fuck you. Like, fair enough. Don't know why you do that, but fair enough, Vince.
But yeah, it's a funny little dumb thing. Just seen some fucking wild shit. What the fuck am I reading? Someone suggesting that Chuck Palumbo, Billy Dunn wanted him in AEW.
But they want Chuck Palumbo in AEW.
Yeah, for like a nice little one-off.
Oh yeah, I know what they're on about. When they were doing a segment with Billy Gunn where they were getting Billy Gunn gifts. So one of the gifts they wanted it to be was Chuck Palumbo, because Billy and Chuck. But they obviously couldn't get Chuck Palumbo in time, so they just scrapped the idea of getting Chuck Palumbo. Like, he wasn't going to be signed; he was just going to be there as like a, hello, remember Billy and Chuck when we were gay?
Apparently, he's just fucking successful as fuck. Apparently, he's suffering with success. Is how Billy talked about him. Sorry, boys, I'm suffering from success. But yeah, fair fucks.
Would you want to see
Good for him.
You want to see Chuck Palumbo wrestle again?
No,
Fair enough.
I never watched him in the first place. But yeah, moving on forward, though, Tommy Dreamer, Daivari comes out and says, "All right, Dreamer, I want a rematch," and then Dreamer hits him with the DDT in a minute.
How long
Dreamer
was it?
beat up to absolute fuck, beat up, bandages everywhere, hurting like a motherfucker, hits him with the Impaler DDT in 1 minute 28 and wins.
Huh?
Does Great Khali come out or something?
Oh yeah, Great Khali then comes out, like the parent when you beat up the child. He comes out.
I wouldn't know. I've never beaten up a child before.
No comment. And then he comes out basically and beats the shit out of Tommy Dreamer. And he grabs his little son and he says, "Don't you fucking pick on him again. I'll fucking batter you, mate." Obviously not in that tone, but that's the vibe.
But yeah, still. I mean, imagine Great Khali if he's like, "I'll fucking batter you, bruv." That always Osprey, but yeah.
He's fucking Osprey. What's the fucking Osprey promo? Do you ever go on a night out and get hungover and then you go get a bottle of Cocoa Pops and then you go fight the toughest guy in Japan, bruv? Like me. Some shit like that.
You act like it sounds really good.
I know, because I'm butchering it. I'm Billy the Butcher.
But yes,
The Butcher
he's just saying words. Next up, we have the rematch. The great rematch that we all wanted to see. Kelly versus Ariel. This is 50 seconds. Ariel gets some offense. Kelly gets the surprise roll-up and picks up the victory. The post-match promo is Mike Knox coming out and saying, I'm sorry I didn't break up with you sooner, you bitch. Someone like me should never be with someone like you." And then he fucking flatlines her. Holy shit. I thought someone was going to come save her. It was only Taz in the end, but he can only like briskly walk. Like nobody tried to save her. She sells it great, like.
I knew Taz was around, but I didn't, because I've obviously seen the game, and the games obviously are a bit out of proportion. Like they made Ric Flair fucking jacked in most games. So I was like, oh, Taz is not actually like that round at this time. No, he fucking is. I'm like, surely he's lost a bit of weight now in AEW, and Ash like, nope, all went to his neck. Just like all Simone's get their fat goes to their ass. Like, holy.
Exactly, like Taz is just round. It's fine. He can do what he wants. He's straight roll. I was going to say rolling. He's straight chilling. He's having a great time. So who the fuck cares? 5'6", 6'3" when he's stand on his wallet. Exactly, legend. But yeah, decent little segment. Continuing the Mike Knox stuff makes sense. Blah, blah, blah. At least we're progressing forward. And finally, the big match with the Big Show versus Bobby Lashley. Honestly, I didn't really pay attention to this match. I was too busy. This went 17 minutes and 9 seconds. They did the match finishing spot twice because initially Lashley tried to pick him up for a scoop slam, but fucked it up, and then he did it again, and then the scoop slam gets the victory, just like Hogan. Bobby Lashley is your ECW champion. What a legacy he has at this time.
Also,
what do you think of this match?
Also, next week the ECW won't be out on a Saturday, because I might keep it in line with how the actual ECW aired next week, which would be on a Saturday at a special time. So it could be on the Saturday, it could be on the Tuesday. I don't know. Depends how I feel. It's Christmas. So like I didn't like this match. I'm glad the Big Show is finally over. It's finally over. The Big Show era has come to an end, and now it's the Big Bob Lash era.
Exactly. We are progressing forward. It'll be good fun and nice to see what this new iteration of ECW will be, with Heyman and Lashley gone. Obviously, the world where I prefer Heyman to be there is fucking so much like lighter than the current dark reality of Vince allowing to do what he wants with ECW, which is what he's been doing the whole time. Let's be honest. Like maybe Heyman said, "No, I don't want to do that," and Vince went, "Fuck off," and they went, "Okay, can I change just one result? Fine, okay." They probably were button heads because like, all right, Heyman, it's your project, right? What you did worked, and I want it now. It's like, well, why? You don't like ECW? Well, fuck you. That's why. Sound. Cheers, Vince. Yeah, Big Show declined a $1 million dollar contract extension, and then retired until he returned eventually as fucking yeah. So, like I said, Lashley's run continues. Big Show's run is over. Like I said, I would have lovely things to say about this match. I think it was a decent enough match. It was supposed to be a nice another star making. He finally beats Big Show again. Big Show's not been pinned since he's been on ECW so far, so fundamentally it's a pretty good fucking sign. And it's supposed to be the king making performance. Has it made a king? Not really. I can't lie, like he's kinda over with the ECW audience, but nobody's over with the ECW audience. So who the fuck knows? Only Sandman gets cheers, so who the fuck knows?
I'm bald.
Yeah, and Balls, but other than that, it's just a bit of a dodgy attempt of it. But yeah, that's the December 5th edition. That's ECW number 25, 26, one of them. And that is everything here. Do you have anything else to say about this episode?
I just want to wish everyone a happy Christmas. Hopefully, Christmas 2006 is going to be good for you. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 just came out. Has that for us?
No.
Okay. It looks so.
I'm just counting. I'm counting how many episodes has been. And you asked me a question, so I stopped counting.
Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
So yeah, obviously Christmas 2006. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 is coming out on the Xbox 360. It's supposed to come on the PS3. Got cancelled, but there is a build of it somewhere that was for the PS3. There's also on the PS2, the PSP, not on the Wii yet. So hopefully you guys get that for Christmas. There's new Jax figures coming out. I think Classic Superstar Series something of this year. So hope you guys get lovely Christmas presents. But we will be back either next Tuesday or next Saturday. Keep in line with ECW, and we will be reviewing the Go Home show to Armageddon. Now, will Armageddon be good? Will Armageddon be bad?
Yes.
And then we have 2 more episodes of ECW, and then we're finished. Well, we have the awards one, but we have 2 more official ECW episodes, and then 2006 is over. We will go back and review the pay-per-views at some point, but we are going to be slow with them. So keep on breathing, and just remember, breathe until you can't breathe no more.